Here we are researching, modeling, and constructing a CO2 dragster for a final race at the end. I would like to give credit to my mother for helping me with the painting process of my dragster, my dad for supplying me with paint and brushes, my sister for giving me ideas for my dragster, and Mr. West for supplying me with both answers for my questions and supplying me with the machinery in the classroom. As I begin my first steps in this project, I first must know airflow and what designs would best fit this project, taking notes and taking advice from other designs. From these inspirations, I began to create the layout and body of my dragster, having minor mistakes along the way and finding new solutions to solve them. The idea going for a small, lightweight, aerodynamic, moving from paper to Inventor 3D modeling, creating the base. From this base, I move in parts shared on the V drive and create both an assembly and exploded assembly to make sure everything both fits and looks right. I then printed a face view of my body and cut it out 1:1, put it on my wood piece, and traced it out to begin the next process. I then got Mr. West to instruct me on the class machinery, cut out large chunks of wood from the dragster, and make incisions for little cuts. Later, I located my axle holes, marked them, and drilled them. I then began the longer process of sanding down the dragster for a smoother airflow with 60 grit paper. I later at home got painting materials and made my design using some brushes and 3 colors of paint. I first cut out the bearings and placed them in for the axle holes. Then came the washers and wheels. Lastly, the screws at the bottom and the CO2 cartridge. Finally came race day, handing my dragster to be set up, watching them attach all the dragster to the fishing line and near the nail pincher. Then my round came up and just came out with the win. Although my dragster did make it to the end and both won and lost races, I still don't think it was the best version of itself. I believe adjustments could have been made, such as decreasing the weight by removing height or adding holes within the design, such as the examples given.